Stops. Hey guys, it is Amy with Crafts by Amy. I hopped on earlier than intended, so we're gonna work on making some pokey tools, cause yeah, my craft that I was going to work on, I was gonna work on my journal, but this stuff is on my desk right now, and I need to get it off my desk before I get my journal. So I'm supposed to be on after Maureen, I think, who was up after me instead. So I'm hoping that I will be able to be on again to work on my actual craft. Work on my journal, I mean. But now we're making some pokey tools. So for anybody that doesn't know, um, pokey tool is this item. It has a sharp end and it's good for poking, like picking up the backs of stickers or just any of that goodness that you need something sharp to pick up. So I've done the tops for 5 of them already. And I have 3 more that I'm working on right now. Oh, 4 more that I'm working on. I forgot I put this bag to the side. So I put beads in bags last night because I wanted to, hey Maureen, um, I wanted to see what went with what. Now I'm not 100% sure about my beads and what I'm doing with them. So I might need to grab some more beads for them. But in the meantime, we're gonna work on these pokey tools. So I'm using B7000. I know some people use hot glue, and that didn't even have any B7000 come out of it. Why was Tracy saying she doesn't see me? I'm here, Tracy. I promise I'm live. There's Tracy. Y'all, Tracy created a page today. I'm highly impressed. She says she doesn't craft, but now she has a craft page. So we're making pokey tools. I know that Wendy makes them, or she did make them. I don't know if she still does. I would assume she still has the stuff to make them. Okay. We don't want that to happen. We don't want our pokey tool to slide out of the end. So I am putting beads together for some pokey tools. And like I said, I looked at the beads last night, got them all sort of figured out. So now I'm just kind of figuring out what order they're going in on these. These are upholstery needles. I want to say they're 6 inches long. I think that's the measurement on them. So I don't have all of my beads in here. So if I need to add anything, I might just use some seed beads. Hopefully the ones I have some that are big enough that are to, because you need a big enough opening to be able to put it on this needle, because this needle is not very thin. It is actually on the thicker side. Come on, glue. I need to get one of those tube things that you can get for toothpastes to put on the end of this. So you know what? I'm gonna try going from this end. Oh, it's still too much glue. Okay, so I have excess glue on this bead that I don't want. I'm just wiping it off on my mat. I don't want it on me. And if I try to wipe it off with a paper towel, it's just gonna stick to it, and we don't want that. And this one had extra too, so I'm gonna try and wipe that off now. It's still sticky. This is not set. It takes a while for these to finish setting, so they're not gonna be set for a little while. And these, since they're chunkier, I'm gonna try and put them in here. This is a tray for diamond art that I got from Hobby Lobby. So I'm gonna put the ones that I'm doing right now in there because they have this bigger bead that's at the top. So I have a bunch of different focal beads out that I was working with. I asked people their colors that they like. So I tried to make the colors match up. So for the most part, I did. Hey, Miss Ann, we are making some pokey tools. I'm making pokey tools I'm going on a retreat to a retreat this weekend, and I asked everybody what their favorite color was, and so I tried to find, no, okay, well, just roll away. So I tried to find out everybody's favorite color, and I'm making them all pokey tools. And this one, the little thing fell off the end. I bought these to put on the end because I don't want people poking themselves with these. They are very sharp. If you've ever bought a pokey tool from Wendy, she had these, and she has the other ones that are they're needles for basting, I think, or trimming a turkey or something. They have something to do with the turkey, and they have a loop on the end, and they're not as sharp as these. So we're not taking chances. So I will just come right out and say that this is mine, because I already have a pokey tool, but I want to make one to take with me. Thank you, Miss Tracy. So, yeah, mine's going to be green and leopard. Hey, Miss Wendy, I'm making some pokey tools for all of the people that are going to be at that retreat that I'm going to in Florida this weekend. They don't know. Hey, Michelle. I didn't tell them why I was asking them their favorite color. I just did. So we have the first bead on, and these were the first ones that I did. The reason that I put the this one up further is to divide. Like, I know I did these first, and then I did this, then I did these, and then I did that one last. So yeah, I only have the upholstery needles. And right before I was sitting here, I was getting ready to go through beads when Wendy and Tracy were like, we don't know what to do now. Nobody is on one. I was like, I'll go on. I'm just sitting here making some pokey tools. And actually, I have 2 more pokey tools that I was going to wait to make, but since I'm already here, I might as well work on them. I made this cute picker tool for the person that is getting the ones in this bag. And I don't think she's in the comments. I don't think she's on here today. I think she's in another event, so hopefully she doesn't see me. I don't care if she sees me. She knows I'm making these for her. So her focal beads that she picked out were these 2. And of course I lost the tip for this. Oh, there it is. It's on the table. And there, so she picked this one that I already used from my beady tool. It says, Jesus, take the wheel before I run somebody over. So that was one of the ones, and I'm like, I don't know which one she would want, so I'm just gonna make her 2. And she picked out this teal cowboy boot. So I have colors that go with both. I kind of kept in the bluish family because I know that blue is her favorite color. So that's what I'm working with for her. That's her focal beads. So let me see what's in here. I like to do the candy pieces. I have a ton of these beads. Like, I'm talking a ton of these beads. These candy beads. So we're going to do one of them, hopefully with one, and one of them with the other. So I'm going to move these beads. I kind of put extra in her bag just because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with hers. And so, yeah. So this is the other one. This is not, it's thicker. It's a, so quite honestly, this is a martini, a martini thing. It's not really as pokey as that one. It's blunter. So I don't know if I'm actually going to do this for her or not, because I don't think it's going to work as well. But I can just make her 2 of them and sell them 2 for 1. So these are martini things, but you can bead them. I don't think I'm going to do this one. I don't think I like it now that I'm looking at it. I've never used one of these. Hey, Miss Teresa. Hey, Christina. How are you doing today? I saw that you were in and out of comments. I was in and out of comments earlier, too. Emmy was here. Y'all, I have a story. So I'm sure some of y'all probably saw my picture that I posted. Emmy helped me make pizza for lunch. She really likes she likes certain things for lunch, and pizza's one of them. And I was like, my mom wanted barbecue chicken pizza, and the recipe that I have for pizza dough is for 2. So I was like, I will just do 2 of them. So I'm going to put this next to the one I already did. And I have an extra one since I'm not using this for anything. Anybody needs a pokey tool? I have a bunch of those needles left over. That's why I'm making these for those people. So anyway, Emmy helped me make pizza dough, and she helped me make a, she helped me actually, she did her pizza. I put the pizza sauce on, and she, you know, she spread it around. She put the cheese on. Well, actually, she made me put the cheese on, but, she put the pepperoni on and all that goodness. And she was going to grab the pizza to put it in the oven. And I'm like, she's like, I need help, which I'm glad she asked for help instead of having the pizza fall on the floor. So we made her pizza. We ate pizza. And then we were hanging out, and I wasn't paying attention, but my Kindle was missing. I had been reading on my Kindle this morning when she first got here. Like when I was waiting for her, I was reading on my Kindle in our living room. And oh, at one point during the day, I found her, and she was trying. She had gone in my dad's office, which she was told last week she can't go in there anymore and play because some papers my dad couldn't find, and we thought maybe she had moved them. Besides that, she was like really playing in the office, so we told her not to go in there. I had thrown a bunch of empty boxes down in the foyer for my dad to put out in the trash, and one of them was a smaller box with the craft that was for Craft Club from Magnolia Design Co. And she took some pink paper that she found in the office, which thankfully I know that was just blank paper. It was not. I am kind of talking so that I'm not moving this stuff around. I knew it wasn't paper she like took off my dad's desk or anything. So she wrapped this little box, and I had no idea what was in it. None of us did. And I saw her go and put it by the fireplace, and I didn't pay any attention to it because I wasn't really that curious. Hey, Melissa, talking about my niece right now. So after she left, I'm looking for my Kindle, and I'm like, well, maybe I brought it upstairs and left it up there when I went to go get my stuff, because I came up here to get some craft stuff to go sit at the table with her. So I came upstairs. Nope, it's not up here. I looked all around. I looked in my craft room, thinking maybe I'd left it on my table in here. Looked in my room, looked all around there. Nope, it's not up here. So I go back downstairs, and I'm like, let me go check the box. Sure enough, I'm like, this box is heavy and it's shaking, so there's stuff in it. It wasn't just an empty box like I thought. So she had put my Kindle and 4 of these little safari animals she had, a pen, a glue stick, and her little mini Post-it note she had. And I texted my sister. I was like, Emmy put my Kindle in that box. She laughed at it, and then she was like, sorry. I was like, I am going on a trip, and I really need my I need my Kindle. Hi, Becca. Hey, Melissa. So yeah, I got my Kindle back at least. So this one goes with this. So I'm gonna see what I want to put next. I have Fussy. She is 8 going on 100. No, I'm kidding. She's 8. She turned 8 in January. Let's see how I want to do these. I don't think that the glue is completely set yet, but I'd like to kind of, you know what? I'm gonna use that extra one. I'm glad I found my Kindle, because I already lost one at an airport. I don't need to be losing one in my house. I'm just going to use this extra one to see how I want to lay these out. So that one, we already have the one at the top. Let's see. This one. Yes, this is a fuzzy bead. Maybe this one. I don't want to put too many beads on here. What do y'all think? I think that's good placement. It's supposed to be peachy colors, so I know the pizza was so good. Emmy's wasn't quite cooked on the underside, and then the barbecue chicken one that I made for my mom was kind of burnt because I put them on the 2 different racks in the oven, and my mom's pizza was closer to the bottom. So I'm thinking I kind of like this I think that's how we're going to put it on the actual one. So I like to put glue in the beads when I'm putting them on here, but sometimes it's hard to do that because the glue will end up all along the needle, which this is an upholstery needle for anybody that's just hopping on that has never seen a pokey tool being made or never bought a pokey tool and has no clue what the heck I'm even talking about. And this thing is driving me nuts because it's running out of... It's not running out, but it's like it always goes down to the bottom because it has air in it. But I'm not sure how well folding it up is going to work either. We're going to try this, though. I am just... The next one's going to be easy to do with it's got a wide hole in it. I'm not trying to fill the whole thing up, but I do need glue in it so that I can, you know, glue it and have it not falling apart. Let's try this again, because I could see that there was no glue in it. Okay, now there's a ton of glue. But any glue that stays on the bead, I'm just going to wipe it off with paper towel really fast before it sets. And like I said, the people that are getting these don't know what I'm doing for them. So, see, this one is really open. It has a really big hole in it. So that one we can definitely put glue in easier when it's already on here. I'm just going to fold this and hope for the best. I'm not completely filling it up. And another thing you can do is put glue on the needle where your next bead is going, and that's what I'm doing for this one. Because it's got it's a long bead. So it has a lot of opening that you could glue. And then this one is our next one. And it's also one that is open. It has a big opening. It's a pony bead from Hobby Lobby. And I might have to come in here and scrape this off, the glue that I messed up with. But I'm okay with fixing that. That's not a big deal. I can fix it. So what is everybody up to today? I have been watching the event and babysitting, like I said. And I think my mom wants me to make dinner, which I'm okay with. I'm just cooking some shrimp. So this is our first one. And I kind of want to make sure that that bead is lined up with the one at the top. So I want to make sure it's lined up before I let it set. And I do want to make sure that there is enough glue in this one because it is such a wide bead. But I am just going to set this one back down over here to let it... No, you are not doing this to me. This is why I knew I needed to work on these today, so that they can set and be done before I need to package them. Okay. One down. I don't know how many to do. So I'm done with this one. I will keep the little bag because there's nothing wrong with the bag. Let's do the pink one next. So this is the pink one. Where's my little... Oh, I'm like, where's my little diamond art thing? I'm using it. I don't want to get the other one out. So these are the beads I picked out to go with the pink one. So I am going to do the pink one next. But I'm going to do the beads on this to see how I want it laid out. Ooh, that sounds so good. I have queso in the refrigerator from, words. Queso in the refrigerator from Sam's Club. So, let's see. We have the pink, no, I was going to say pony bead. The pink, candy bead. Maybe we'll do a pony bead. And then this. I don't want to make it go too far down. That's why I'm trying to test to see what I'm going to use on these. I'm definitely using the big bead, and I'm definitely using the cupcake bead, because those are my focal beads. So I have these cool little gummy bear beads. I got them at Dollar Tree. I really like them, and they fit perfectly on here. So you've got that one. Let's do the so that the gummy bear is on top of the cupcake. It's kind of like a cupcake topper. So then we have this one. I can't remember how I did these yesterday because I was playing with them yesterday. Maybe the fuzzy bead at the end. I don't want to go too far down. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to switch that out for the bow. What do y'all think? The bow, does the bow look better than the pony bead on this one? Because the pony bead is kind of darker pink. I'm thinking that might be the better option, color-wise. Hey, Miss Debbie! So I'm going to have an extra bead because I'm not going to use it, I don't think. Or maybe I should move our beads around. This is the whole reason that we're doing this right now. So, let's see. Let's move our beads around. Let's do this one. And we're up at the top. So this one will be next to our candy. Then we got our gummy bear, and we got our big bead. And then we have this bow. Oh, that didn't even go on. No, that doesn't look right. We're going to put it back. I think I'm just going to switch those two at the bottom. I think the this bead and the bow look better up at the top. And then maybe switch these and do this one by the bottom of the cupcake and the giant bead at the bottom. They're called bubblegum beads. I think I like that better. I think that's better. So I think that's the position of the beads that we're going to work with. Hey, Miss Trudy! So this is the pink one that we're working on. So this one has a big opening. I am taking off all the little protector pieces, but I will put all of them back on. We might have to switch these, which is not a big deal. Just because the bow and the candy piece have too much of a similar shape that the bow would be going in a weird direction on it. So I am just putting some glue on the needle itself to help glue the bead on. And I'm going to put some on the other end down here. Hey, Miss Trudy. And then we're going to put this bow. I'm going to make sure it's facing the right direction because I have a tendency to do things the wrong way. So this one, I'm squeezing a bunch of glue inside of it, trying to position it the way I want it. And we're going to do the same thing with the bear. So the bear actually fits perfectly inside of the bead that is the bow, because it's small enough to fit inside of like the bottom of it. So yeah, I'm hoping Wendy's going to let me come back on later when my time was supposed to be. Because this is just it was sitting on my desk kind of thing. This is not what I intended to work on, but it's not the worst thing to work on, right? So we're doing our cupcake next. And I will make sure all of these beads are facing the direction I want before I set them down to start setting with the glue. So our next one is our fuzzy bead. The fuzzy beads are so cool looking. I just love them. I like soft things, so it's like it's sitting. It looks like the cupcake is sitting on a cloud. And I meant to grab another one of these because I have a bunch of them. It came in a set like with, I don't even remember how many it was. 4 or 5 of them? No, it was more than that. It was probably like 8 or 10 of them. And I'm not using a lot of those silicone beads. I do have them, but I have learned they don't adhere that well. Or at least mine didn't when I was using them. So, let's get that out of the way. Get our bow and our bear to be facing the correct way. Make sure that stays up. Okay. And I'm just going to put those back on after everything is done. Okay, that is not staying where I want it to stay. We are making pokey tools for anybody that's just hopping on for paper crafting, if you use stickers on things, just any type of thing you can use these for. They're awesome. And I have one just like this. Not just like this. Mine has the silicone beads. That's how I found out that they don't stay on that well. So we're working on the purple one next. The purple one, I have all kinds of beads. I just, like I said, I threw beads in here. I didn't know how I wanted to put them together, so that's what we're working on together. So we have a candy bead. We could do this purple bead, which obviously does not fit up the top, which I'm okay with. That one. Maybe the fuzzy bead. We might not use all of these, I'm just saying. This cute cupcake. I really want to use the big one. I like the bow, but the shape of it just does not work well for this. That, and I need to see if that's going to be too much. I don't like them going past a certain point. I think that'll be fine. So we're not going to use this bow on this one. We're just going to use these. Oh, you have a good evening too, Christina. So this is how I do this. I pick out beads that I think look good together. I put them together, and now I'm putting them together with my actual pieces. I'm just going to put the tip down there. Like I said, I include those because they're very pokey. They are like 6-inch, 8-inch, something like that, upholstery needles. So they're meant to go through a thick fabric for doing upholstery stuff. So I am putting glue on here because the next bead is this one, which I'm going to have to take all of these off because that one doesn't go over the eye of the needle, which is okay, but everything's going to start rolling around. And this bead, I actually think I got that one from Beth. They are needles. They are either 6 or 8-inch upholstery needles. They are heavy duty needles. Hey, Miss Deb. That's different. I actually have one of those right here. I'll show you guys. That's the diamond art one. Wendy has those too. It's this, like this one. I mean, it kind of has a pokey thing at the end, but that's for putting, what is that stuff? Like that gum stuff that they sell that you can put that on. Okay, I'm adding a little more here because this bead is kind of long. And I want to make sure I have enough. And that one had the Jesus take the wheel bead because, you know, well, maybe you don't know, but Jesus needs to take my wheel a lot because there are some stupid people that drive. One of my biggest pet peeves about driving is people that don't know how to use a turn signal. Like if you're switching lanes, the reason that they made that turn signal was so that you could tell people you're changing lanes so that, I don't know, a big ol' accident doesn't happen. Is that what that stuff is? It just looks like gummy stuff to me. I've never paid any attention to it. I have some because it came with a set of things that I got, rhinestones, but I never use it. So now we got our purple one ready. And like I said, I'm making these today so that they're set, because I don't want them to, I need them to be set before I do anything else with them. So this is the aqua one, so that goes with these beads. I might need to grab a different bead, like maybe one of these spacers or something. True, they think they know how to drive. These, a lot of people use them for taking the backs off of stickers, especially those PET stickers that are very, like, they're on a clear surface and they're difficult to get the get them off the backing. For those of you that don't know, Gugu Bachusi is, she's family. We'll just put it that way. In Louisiana, we all, in a club, we all fam. I don't want to use one of the beads that I'm using for this one, but I did put a bunch of spacers, so I might use one of these. I'm trying to decide how I want to set the beads up. So, let's see, I don't want to put this next to my candy. I don't really want to put that one up that high either. I could do this, so maybe this, and then the bubblegum bead, and then the silicone bead, and then this bead, and then maybe we close it off with one of these spacer beads. Oh yeah, I could totally see that happening. People in Texas do not know how to drive either, because I've driven through from Louisiana to Houston and from Louisiana to Austin, and yeah, they don't know how to drive. Like, I'm talking straight through, not like I've driven from here straight to Houston and here straight to Austin, which you drive through Houston to get to Austin. I think I want to use one of the beads that I see in this bag that I put in here for this one, because I didn't dump them all out. Because the colors that this person said they said they like teals and blues. So, trying to make it, cohesive. I don't want to put a dark blue spacer bead. I don't really want to put this one next to that bead. So, this one, if I can get it to go on. I'm thinking really hard. I really want to put this one in somewhere. It doesn't really match with the colors though. But maybe I can put it in between the cupcake and this big bead, because I feel like it needs more. It's not down as far as any of the other ones. And I don't want to gyp this person. So I think I might do that. What do y'all think? Or should I put the spacer up at the top? Put this up at the top between this bead so it would look like this. That might work better. These I'm actually making. I'm gonna tell Melissa because she's in the comments. These are for the event that I'm going to in Tampa this weekend, the crafting event that I'm going to. I'm making these for everybody that's going to be at the event. I was asking them their favorite colors because I wanted to make them kind of personalized to them. So, not telling whose is whose, so she won't know which one's hers until she gets there. But yeah, I'm making these for that. So I think, yeah, I definitely like that better because it breaks up the minty aqua color that I had going on with the bead and then that. I think we're good. I hope this was the right one. Is this the right one? Yeah. I'm looking at the beads. I'm like, is this the blue one or the green one? But I do have a bunch of these that I can make to sell. I have, I can show you some of the focal beads that I took out. When I was asking the person that got these, I had taken a bunch of them out to see what that person might want. Okay, put some on there for that. But I do have pokey tools. I have a ton of them left that aren't decorated. Like I can make them, put them any beads that you would want, because I haven't done any. I don't really do these in advance because they're permanent. The pokey tool, not the pokey tool, the picker tool, and like the bookmarks and the pens, you can take the pieces off of this and redo them at your whim. Like you don't have to leave that. If you decide you don't like that one, I have a ton of pens. I need to go get some of them out of my bag that I have pins in. Pens, not pins, because somebody wants a pen, and I think most of mine I pre-did last year for the breast cancer event that I had, and I didn't sell them, so I have a ton of pens. If I need the colors. I'm not saying I will. Have y'all ever seen this do this? I've never seen the E7000 or the B7000, E6000 or B7000 bubble. I've never seen it do that. I'm like, wait, there's another bead that goes after this. I know that. But yeah, I do have these, a ton of these still that I can make to sell. Because the pack of needles had like some crazy amount in it. I don't know, like 20 or something needles. So I'm gluing this together with this so that it stays together. So now we've got our teal one done. And these are the last two that I did. I know that for a fact. But this is the next one. And Melissa might figure out who this one is for based on the beads that I have in this bag. Because we tend to watch, I know a lot of y'all, we don't all watch the same, but we tend to watch a lot of the same crafters. So this person is a crafter. Let's see. Okay. This one I have a pretty bead up at the top because I didn't have a red bead that was like that, and I wanted to use one of those. So let's see how we're going to space this. We have that there. I have a lot more red than I do white, so this pony bead is actually like a creamy color, so I might not use that one. Which just means that I to figure this out more easily than what I'm doing. So maybe we'll do this jewel up at the top. This fuzzy thingy. This fuzzy bead. Minnie Mouse. Yeah, I definitely need more beads for this one. I just don't know what I want to use. Maybe I'll use that one there. She definitely deserves more beads than this. So I might have to grab a silicone bead or something to add onto this at the bottom. I do have a gummy bear I can put down there, but I don't think that that's good enough. I think I need something else. That's just me. What do y'all think? Do y'all think that this is a good setup compared to all the rest of them? I mean, it's not shorter than any of the other ones. That might actually work. So we're going to put this on after our sparkly bead. Some of these beads came from Beth with Craft From Confessions with Beth. Some of them are from Hobby Lobby. Some of them are from Walmart. I think that the white one that I used on here at the top is from Walmart. Because they actually have good deals on some of them. A black stone bead. I'll have to see what I have. She's getting a fuzzy one. I think most of them have a fuzzy one. Actually, I think all of them have fuzzy ones. I went overboard with the fuzzy beads. Not with using them on here, but just buying them. I bought a bunch of them. I wanted different colors, so I wanted pastel ones and dark ones, so Minnie Mouse is going next. The pony bead. I'm trying to center the pony beads as best I can. Since they have such a huge hole in them. And then this polka dot one, which is totally Minnie's dress. And some more at this end. Because these beads have an opening that you can actually stick the tip of this in. And put the gummy bear. Should we put the gummy bear on or just look for a black bead? I don't have a ton of black beads. That's my issue. I don't even know if I have like black that are like the silicone ones. I guess we'll put the I don't know. I can't decide now that Bonnie said put a black one down there. Let's see. I haven't taken these out, so I'm gonna pull out some of my seed beads. I know I have black ones, but I think I have a black one that is thick enough to put on this. This is not them, I don't think. Some of these might not be, might not have holes that are big enough. That's what I was trying to say earlier. These are buttons. They don't really go with the beads. Let's see what else is in here. I think most of the stuff that I had in here, I brought it in here to use for, these might work. I think these are the thicker ones. I brought them to do those dangles. It's a gummy bear. You can't really tell, but I'm telling you, it's a gummy bear. It came from Dollar Tree. So, I love these containers from Hobby Lobby. I have a red one, but I'm going to use... I have a matte black one I think will fit. Because these are bigger. They have bigger holes on them. It's a tiny one, but I think it'll fit. I'm just going to see if it fits on this one because there's no point in trying to put it on there. It does. It's tiny, but it'll add that black to this. Okay, I think that'll work. And it's not very thick, so I don't need a ton of glue right here. But I do need to put the glue by the bead. I think this is perfect. Thanks for suggesting me getting a black one. So it's just a tiny black bead at the bottom, but I think it's just enough. So we've done 5 of them. And like I said, these were the last 2 that came out. These are the last 2 that we did, that we glued together. I'm just going to put these here. Just add that in there. That there, that there. I'm just going to throw my beads that I didn't use in that bin. I think this blue one was the one I did next. And the blue one is this one. getting, it's Lilo, it's not Lilo and Stitch, it's just Stitch. But Stitch is blue, for anybody that doesn't know. So I have a Stitch bead that is actually, he is dressed up as Mickey Mouse. So I'm hoping the person that's getting this one likes that. I know the person likes Disney, so I'm hoping that they like what they're getting in terms of their big bead in the middle. So let's try and figure out our lineup of beads. So I'm thinking this one after that. Maybe this one after that. Stitch with a hole in his head. Maybe this one. See, that's where I come into problems. I'm like, I don't know if that's going to work with that blue. So let's take a bead from over here. I have more of these, I know it. And the person that's getting those is not like in a rush to get it. So it's not the end of the world. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like the darkness. I like the lighter colors. So maybe this clear looking one. There is something in this bead. I don't know what it is, but that was like a stone. So that, and then our, what do y'all think? Yeah, just roll around so it would look like this. Maybe we should switch a couple things. So maybe we'll switch this and put this up here. So it'll be that big bead, this, and then the spacer bead. And then do this, then stitch. Ow. See, they are pokey, you guys. They will hurt you. And then the aqua looking one at the bottom. I know it's more blue, but the person likes teals and aquas too, so I had this one and I said, you know what, that person's getting that bead. I think that looks good. I might try and find, actually, you know what? I think I might have, or I did have, like a bead that might fit in between his legs. I know that sounds weird, but I have some blue in here, and I might be able to fit one in between his legs, and that sounds so wrong. But I can put this there. Let's see. Nope, it's not going to fit. It's weird how some of these will fit and some of them won't. Let's see if this one will fit. It seems like it's a little bit wider. Nope, it's not going to fit. Let's see. Maybe a clear one. I have clear ones, I have blue ones, I have green ones. A lot of these I got for Christmas, so I have red, green, clear. I don't know why the black one works. Also, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know how that black one fit on here, but this one doesn't. Let's see if we can find a black one that'll fit. Let's see. Nope, it doesn't want to go up this bead. That's weird that one of them did, and now none of the other ones did. Nope. Like I said, a lot of these are not really that wide. I don't think this one's going to work either, but out of all the other blue stuff that I have, this one's the most likely to have an opening that might fit. And I would be wrong, because it doesn't fit at all. Let's try the aqua one that's next to it. It doesn't hurt to try. All you can do is put it on there and it doesn't go any further and you decide, yep, can't use that one. Might have to rethink this one, because I think it needs another bead at least, because it's not really, when I put that one on there, it's not going to be as long as the rest of them. So I think we're gonna work on this one again at another time. I'm gonna put this one back up there and put these beads back in the bag. I'm gonna work on it tonight, but I don't have all my beads in this room with me, so we'll just close that one up and put that back over there. That one. I don't remember which one that goes with. I think that one goes with this. So this is the next one we're going to work on, is this red one. So it's this one. So let's see. Like I said, I like the bow ones, but they just don't set well with everything. They fit with some things, just not everything, because of how they're made. So I'm thinking maybe pony bead. This bubble bead, bubblegum bead. This, the fluffy bead. I might need to get some more for this one as well, because I don't like having these big ones at the bottom if I can get away with it not doing that. So Maureen is up after me, you guys, with Home for Every Season. I don't know if I want to put another bead with this. I think these are the only ones I have in here that will fit, so I'm gonna have to wait and get stuff from my room. See if I have any other beads. I need to go to Hobby Lobby anyway, so I might see if I can find some other beads to use with this. See if one of these red ones will fit. I don't know. They're probably not big enough either, but yeah, they're not gonna fit. But I will figure this out. I have to figure it out. There's no getting away from it now. So let's go watch Maureen, and I will be up again after her, you guys. So I was just filling in a vacancy, and I will be working on a journal at that time. So bye, guys. Put this back in here. Try and figure this out. See if we can figure out that one. This one. Who's sharing out? You. That one. Why is it not ending?